So now we've entered into John chapter 6 in the gospel reading. We were in John chapter 3 the last couple of days. Not going to talk about this. We're going to get this in a couple of months. We're going to get these as our Sunday readings, okay? John chapter 6. So I'll save that for there because I have some big things planned for both parishes. I don't know if you heard, but Bishop Slurk instituted the year of the real presence of the Eucharist. And so I have a couple ideas in mind of how to really make the most of that. So again, as promised, we're going to go back to the Acts of the Apostles. And again, we're just continuing the story that we've looked at the last 3 days. Okay, so again, just give a quick recap. The apostles are out preaching. The Sanhedrin, filled with hatred and jealousy, have them arrested. During the night, the apostles, through the help of the angel of the Lord, escaped from the prison. Okay, the angel rescued them and brought them to their proper place in the temple area where they continued to proclaim, again, Jesus Christ, who has suffered, died, but has also risen from the dead. So then, once again, the Sanhedrin, instead of arresting them this time, just kind of convinced them to come see them and talk to them, giving them orders to not to talk about Jesus Christ. And then we kind of ended yesterday's first reading with the apostles saying, hey, look, we have to obey God rather than men. You know, we have to do this. This is a divine command to talk about the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so we're going to continue doing it whether you like it or not. Now in this first reading, again, the story continues. One of the Pharisees, okay, part of this large Sanhedrin group, Gamaliel, okay, which I'm sure I just butchered that name, stands up and tells the fellow Sanhedrin, he says, fellas, let's slow down as far as persecuting these men. And then he gives examples of other charismatic figures who rose up, who had followers. He cites two examples, Thaddeus and this Judas of Galilee. We don't know much about these guys in history, except for right here. But apparently they were energetic, charismatic figures who had lots of followers. They died, and their followers scattered. Does that phrase ring a bell? Jesus talks about that in the Gospels, that when he is arrested and persecuted, that his apostles are going to be scattered, right? And we see that happening in the Passion. You know, they all flee, you know, except for John and except for, you know, his mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. They're the only ones left at the foot of the cross. So all the others scattered, just like these figures here, Thaddeus and Judas Galilean. So this Gamaliel guy then continues to say, look, if this is from God, all right, it will bear the fruits of God. If it's not from God, it's going to die off, just like these two figures here. Well, we're here right now because the apostles' preaching is from God, right? It's kind of a little prophecy here in the Acts of the Apostles. If it's not from God, it will die off. If it is from God, then you are fighting against God. But we are the products, we are the fruits, you know, of this little prophecy here. And the catalyst, again, the reason why these two followers, their followers scattered, and Jesus' followers scattered, what brings them back? The resurrection from the dead. Again, the core, the essence of what it is that they're preaching. They're preaching that death no longer has power over us. That death is not a permanent end, but a temporary stage in life. That if you believe in Jesus Christ, you will rise through the power of God, rise from the dead. It's the resurrection and the belief in that is what keeps all this going. That this is from God. And that God has given us what no other human person and no other thing in this world can give us. resurrection, and eternal life. May God bless you.